multiple meanings. Brothers have to get deeper, man. Brothers got to really get deeper in these scriptures. And stop being so shallow and surface, man. Stop sucking on the milk and start eating some meat, man. And learn these scriptures. How the hell could virgin just mean one thing? It doesn't make any sense. So if the word virgin only means somebody that never had sex, explain this to me. Read what you got.
2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 2. For I am jealous over you with godly jealous. For I have espoused you to one husband, that I may present you as a chaste virgin to Christ.
Now question. This is Paul speaking to the people at the church in Corinth. He said he wants to present the church as a chaste virgin to Christ. Does that mean that nobody in the church of Corinthians ever had sex? You know, you did have married couples in there. We do read about married couples in the book of Corinthians. You know that, right? So was Paul saying that the people in the church had to all be virgins so they could be presented to Christ, and meaning that nobody ever had sex? No, it means something else. It means not staying with philosophies of this world. They were, like it says in Revelation, the 14th chapter, 144,000 were virgins. Meaning what? They were not staying with the philosophies of this world. It doesn't literally mean somebody that never had sex. It depends on the context. So just because you read about Mary being a virgin doesn't mean that she was a woman that never had sex. It means she was a woman of marriageable age, which we're going to get into in future topics. But I just wanted to show you that scripture. Just give you a little preview of what's coming. Because a lot of you brothers do not know the scriptures. So you got to be really careful out here, man. You got to be really careful who you listen to, who you go to for understanding, because a lot of brothers really have no understanding about the scriptures whatsoever, man. None whatsoever. And it's a shame. You know? It's a shame, man. Give me 2 Timothy 2:15. 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 15. Because it's a shame. Brothers don't have no understanding of the scriptures, man. You don't understand words. You don't know precepts. And then when people try to come and explain certain things to you, you buck up against it, man. You're proud. And the Most High said he hates a proud look. He hates a proud look. If you don't know something, then say you don't know, man. And allow yourself to be taught. I didn't come out the womb knowing this stuff, man. At one point, like I brought out before, I was into all types of other stuff. But I humbled myself when somebody came and I came back to the scriptures. There was a time when I thought the Bible was a fairy tale, it was a white man's book and all that other stuff that everybody else said. I didn't know nothing about it. I thought I did. I didn't know nothing about this book. Now looking back, I say to myself, wow, what I didn't know. You got to admit when you don't know something and humble yourself and allow yourself to be taught, man. That's something that's lacking in Israel on a great level. And I'm saying it because I've done it. I sat my behind down for 2 years through a troop program. And upon years upon years upon years going to Sabbath service and this service and that service and this class and that class and learning. And now we're presenting the same knowledge to you brothers and sisters at home, those of you that are sincere anyway. And you have to do the same thing. You got to take this, you got to study it, internalize it, know it, and then pass it on. Because that's what we did. Read what you got.
2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 15.
Right.
Study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed. And
nobody can put you to shame. Because when somebody comes to you with a philosophy that you know is off, they're not going to put you to shame. They're not going to put you to shame. Why? Because you know the scriptures and you're going to be able to cut that doctrine, man. You're going to be able to cut that doctrine. Alright? Read on.
Rightly dividing the word of truth.
Right. In other words, the Bible is saying that you rightly divide the word of truth. When somebody comes to you with a philosophy that's off, you're rightly able to rightly divide the word of truth and teach the Bible the way it's supposed to be taught. If man come with a doctrine, you're able to cut that doctrine. You understand what I'm saying? And this is how you rightly divide the word of truth, by going precept upon precept, line upon line. And by us going through all the precepts, I know to some people it's a little confusing because he was in Chronicles, then he was in Kings, then he was in Isaiah. But the Bible is a mystery. It's a puzzle. Coniah is mentioned in Jeremiah. He's mentioned in Chronicles. He's mentioned in Kings. He's mentioned in Matthews. You got to put all the scriptures together to get the puzzle and put it together. And that's what we're trying to show you, brothers and sisters. Don't let no man come to you with just reading the book of Matthew chapter 1 all the way through, then Luke the 3rd chapter all the way through and tell you that's the breakdown without going and checking the other precepts in the Bible to make sure that that's right, that the breakdown makes sense. Don't do that. That's what we're trying to show you. Rightly dividing the word of truth. The word of truth has to be divided. Here a little, there a little, and back and forth and back and forth. And you get to put the scriptures together like a puzzle. And the Most High purposefully intended for the Bible to be a mystery, so that a lot of people wouldn't get the understanding. The Most High only wants the elect to get the understanding. Remember, the scriptures tell you in the book of Revelation, the 14th chapter, the only people that's going to learn the song is the 144,000. What's the song of the scriptures? So a lot of people that can't get what we're saying because they're not part of the elect. The only people that's going to understand the scriptures is the 144,000. That's it. Nobody else is going to be able to understand what these scriptures are talking about. All right? So with that, we went into the subject of Coniah. It was very brief. It wasn't very long. I hope you brothers and sisters were